Hello, my name is Pedro Figueroa. Today I'm going to do a persuasive speech. I'm going to pursue about the school uniform policy. I am against it. My first main point is going to be how school uniforms restrict the students' freedom of expression. My second main point will be on school uniforms are not as effective. My third main point will be the solution to the school uniform. Hey you, where's your uniform? To begin with, I will now introduce my first main point. The First Amendment protects all individuals in their artistic, religious, and political viewpoints. Schools go wrong in not focusing on religious groups when they have the uniform policy. See, there are some religions that cannot wear short enough of a skirt, or sometimes shorts for the men. They need to take in consideration all the individuals that they have in their school. Also, schools need to focus that the way someone dresses is how they feel about themselves, how they want to be seen in society. So they should be focusing on the real world and be preparing the students for the real world instead of just making them focus when they're in that school for a short amount of period of time. Also, there are schools that let the students wear what they want, but the problem is that there are restrictions to the freedom of the students. Obviously, they cannot wear something that is too exposed in their chest, something that is too short for men and women. So these are not always. The student never has the whole freedom that they actually want. Also, school decreases diversity. According to ACLU, they state that the teachers use diversity to increase educational experience to their students because they want to see their students at a full form, not just they have their uniform and they can't really express who they are. So when they don't have the uniform policy, they could wear what they want, how they feel about certain things, and at times it's not really distracting. There are some people that go up to you and they give you a good comment, and that's about it. It's not really that distracting inside the classrooms unless you keep playing with the shirt or something that you have, necklace or jewelry, and so on. All the above information can be found in schooluniformsprosandcons.com. To add on, I will now introduce my second main point. School uniforms are not as effective. Not all students really feel comfortable when it comes to uniform. All uniform fits each student differently. Each body type is different. Some are short, some are big, some are wider, some are thinner. And sometimes the school does not really focus on how the student looks, how they may look, and if the school uniform really suits them well. Also, transgender is a really big problem when it comes to uniform. Some really don't feel comfortable wearing a skirt. They feel that they get too much anxiety and they are insecure who they want to show when they're at school. This creates anxiety and bullying. The uniform policy is supposed to decrease all these things, but it's only proven the contrary. The size of the uniform at times could be way too big for the student. For example, if I'm a large, but the large fits too small, I may have to wear an extra large, but now the shirt is going to fit me big. So now I'm just going to have a big shirt on me that I didn't want to wear. So there is a problem right there as well. Also, bullies like to focus on the small things because bullies will always be bullies. The most basic schools that provide uniform, don't provide, but that want the students to wear uniform, they just give them the shirt and the pants or shorts. But everyone has to have a backpack, socks, and shoes. So the bullies focus on those things. They'll try to find anything. And also ethnicity, where your background, where you're from. No matter if you dress everyone alike, there's always something that's going to increase bullying. So that's why focusing on dressing everyone alike should not be a policy. Instead, what schools should really be focusing on is their academic progress of the student. They should be focused on careers, be preparing for the real world. This could all be found in parlo.com. Also, the annual cost for a parent for the school uniform is $249 each year, and the U.S. spends $1.7 billion on just uniforms. Imagine, $1.7 billion, something that you could take away and put it in somewhere else. Education, better desk, better technology for students. There's a lot of different things that one can shift out of to improve students' knowledge. Also, Anna Bandel from eric.edu.gov. The policy was experienced in Ohio, where it did better the attendance and graduation and suspension in secondary schools, but it did not prove their academic and suspension. Everything was not right with the uniform policy. So this is my point where schools are at it wrong when they want to introduce a policy to dress everyone alike. And also, according to Dennis Marie Arnway, schools officials at times don't even consult academic research before introducing a plan to everyone. And to be knowing that the own professors, district, the school board don't really take that much research and see why the uniform policy might not work or what they need to focus on instead is a really big problem and could cause some very concerns for many people. Moving forward to my third main point. So how will this policy work? Or what will be my solution? My solution to the uniform policy is first, gather students and propose that they will have the chance to either be against or for the uniform policy. Now, these two groups will be basically in a debate to see whether they want to keep or discard the uniform policy if they already have it. Now, this will work because when students are involved in something that they don't want to do, they feel a lot better from themselves, and they at least had the chance to prove